Tonight I'm going to explain number 4 noble truths.
Recording in progress.
Number 4 noble truth is called Magga Sitya. Magga means the way, the path. Sitya means truth. Truth of the path that lead to lasting peace. Anyone who want to attain peace, who want peace, should apply this path. This path is a way of life, a way of living principle. Whether you are living a secular life or spiritual life. Because Buddha's teachings can be applied on many levels. For example, if you are just an ordinary layman with a family to take care, with all social commitments and daily life, as a householder, as a layman, you can also apply this path. If you are a meditator, an ascetic, and a monk or a nun, you can also practice and apply this noble path. The path itself will make you a noble person. If you follow and apply the noble path, it will make a person a noble and wholesome person. Now, let me explain by quoting what Buddha said in Mahasatipatthana Sutra discourse. Katamenja bhikkhave dukkha nirodha gamini patipadariya sitya. What among is the path, the truth of the path that lead to cessation of suffering? It means in simple English, what is the path that can lead to cessation of suffering? Then Buddha answered, Yamiwariyo Tingo Mago. The path is this noble eightfold path. Teyatira, such as Sammaditi, right understanding, Sammasankappa, right thinking, Sammavaca, right speech, Sammakamanta, right action, Samma-ajiva, right lifestyle, right livelihood, Samma-vayama, right effort, Sammasati, right mindfulness, Sammasamadhi, right concentration. This noble eightfold path, or this eight principle of right action in daily life, is the way that can lead to cessation of dukkha. And it can lead to peace and happiness. Now Buddha continued to explain in detail. Katamaja bhikkhave sammaditi. Dukkha jnana, dukkha samudaya jnana, dukkha nirodha jnana, dukkha nirodhagamniya pratibhaya jnana, yang ukti bhikkhve sammaditthi. What is right understanding? It is understanding regarding the truth of dukkha. It is understanding regarding the cause of dukkha. It is understanding regarding the cessation of the dukkha. It is understanding the path which can lead to cessation of suffering. Altogether, four kinds of understanding on four truths. Understanding on the dukkha, understanding on its cause, understanding on its cessation, understanding on the path that lead to cessation of dukkha. In other words, understanding of Four Noble Truths as they truly are. This is Sammaditthi. This is the only explanation. This understanding, this right understanding can be developed by practicing Vipassana meditation. When a person practices Vipassana meditation, one starts seeing all the experience, such as pain, sensations, wandering mind, thinking mind, and primary object of meditation, and the noting mind. They are continuously rising and passing, always being subject to rising and passing. Nothing remains passive, nothing remains static. Everything is in a state of flux. And also one starts seeing pains which arise in the body, happens of their own accord. He starts seeing the mind and the body, mental phenomena and physical phenomena, which arise and pass continuously. He starts seeing the absence of real person who owns all this. Everything is just a process of rising and passing. There's no one, no owner who owns the pain, who owns the wandering mind. So he starts having clear understanding into the nature of the mental and physical phenomena. This is how Sammaditthi can develop through practical Vipassana meditation. So now you understand what Sammaditthi means. Right understanding means knowing the truth, knowing the dukkha, knowing what is dukkha, knowing what is the cause of dukkha, understanding what is the cessation of dukkha, what is the path that can lead to cessation of dukkha. And understanding and knowing the Four Noble Truths is Sammaditthi. Now let me explain about Samma Sankappa. Samma means right and wholesome. Sankappa means thoughts. It's not only thoughts. Generally all mental states, wholesome mental states, are Samma Sankappa. Now let me explain according to Mahasi Prana Sutta discourse. Katamoja Bhikkhue Sama Singapore. What disciple is right thought? Nikama Singapore, thoughts of peace. Abhyabhara Singapore, thoughts of goodwill and love. Avihimsa Singapore, non-violent thoughts associated with the compassion and goodwill. Ayam Vochadi Bhikkhue Samadhi. Monks, these three kind of mental states, thoughts are called the right thought, right thinking. Very brief and generalized statement of the Buddha regarding right thought or right thinking. Any thought associated with the peace, this is called Nikkhamma Vitakka. Originally, Pali word Nikkhamma is difficult to translate. Nikkhamma originally means getting out and liberating or escaping. Vitakka means thought associated with the escape, renunciation. One will not understand what it means. So what it means is that thoughts associated with the peace, attaining peace, achieving peace, maintaining peace. Now let me elaborate these three kind of the Samma Sankappa, right thoughts. Nikkhamma Vitakkas, thoughts associated with the peace. How and when this happens? When a person meditates, the mind reaches a certain stage of peace. As there are no more wandering thoughts, the mind becomes more calm, more concentrated. It is attaining the preliminary liberation from the defilement. So the mind can remain peaceful for a certain amount of time. This way, the Nikkhamma Vitakka happens in the mind of the meditator. So Nikkhamma Vitakka has a broader meaning. I just only want to mention only relevant aspects of this. So this is basically what Nikkhamma Vitakka means. Before you meditate, a person can have thoughts associated with the peace, wanting peace, wanting to get away every day, chaos, everyday madness, everyday disturbance and destruction. To do that, he may retire into the private quarters, in his private rooms, in a quiet place in the forest, under the tree. He may start practicing meditation. This is how right thoughts of Nikkhamma Vitakka, thought associated with the peace, can lead him to develop the right action. Now Abhyabhara Vitakka. Abhyabhara is a Pali term. It is a very simple word. A means not. Vyavara means aversion or anger. A mind opposite of anger. A mind which is opposite of anger means goodwill, goodwill and love toward all living beings. Like a mother's mentality, a mother's attitude to her children. In the same way, a person should cultivate goodwill to all living beings. This is how Abhyabhada Vitaka happens. This is how a person can cultivate this goodwill. Every day as a meditator, you always do metta chanting. At the end of the day, in the morning, this is good. This is cultivating Abhyabhara Vitaka. Now let me explain thought, right thinking. This is Avihimsa Vitaka. A means not. Vihimsa, violence, causing harm and suffering to other people. So, avihimsa, non-violent. Vitaka means thought. Thoughts of non-violent. Non-violent in this case is not a passive non-violence. Someone may be non-violent. He may look peaceful and calm, but his mind full of anger, jealousy, or ill will, etc. This avihimsa vitaka, thought associated with the non-violent means compassion. A person who is full of compassion and sympathy to all living beings. He never even dare to harm a small ants, small creature. Such kind of person with the compassionate goodwill never did want to harm any living being. We need to cultivate this compassionate thought, compassionate goodwill. This way, we are cultivating not only compassion, but also right thinking, right mental states, positive and wholesome mental conditions. So, these two initial principles are very important. Samadhi, right understanding and right view. Sammasankappa, right thinking, right mental states. Based on these two initial magga, initial parts, the remaining actions can be implemented. If the understanding is wrong and unwholesome, if the thinking or mental states are wrong and unwholesome, any practical action such as speech or action are no good, because if the cause is no good, the outcome will not be good. That's why in the Noble Eightfold Path, the first two factors, right understanding and right thinking, are very important and critically necessary as the foundation in everything we do. Okay, may you be able to develop these two initial factors fast, so that you can continue practical actions. Okay.